Alright guys, so we are coming up to the 2-month mark on our indefinite travels around the world, so we thought we'd just take a minute and reflect on the way that we feel about how it's going and share some of our thoughts with you guys.
The things I miss most are definitely cooking. Obviously the food is good here, but there's nothing like cooking at home, and when we lived in Australia I used to cook all the time, so I really do miss that. And obviously I miss my friends as well. That kind of is hard, but we've had a bit of time to spend, like we've had family come and visit us, which has been really nice. But obviously it's not the same as hanging out with your friends. Sorry fam.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same thing. Is family and friends are probably the thing that I'd miss the most. And I never thought I'd be one to say this, but routine to an extent as well. It's great having freedom, and obviously I wouldn't trade that for anything, but your body kind of craves routine. You get tired because you don't have a full day planned out. Certain other internal processes don't go as planned, so I guess that's the main thing that I'd miss, and that and friends and family.
I don't miss work. While I didn't have a bad job, in fact I actually didn't mind my job at all, I am really enjoying freedom, so the work aspect of my life I don't miss at all. I don't miss bills.
Yeah, work is definitely a big one, but bills and just the things that tie you down in your day-to-day life, you don't even realise how much of your time is taken up with paying bills and just meeting day-to-day responsibilities, even if it's just like cleaning the house, cleaning and gardening. Like we used to bicker a little bit over the cleanliness of the house, but that doesn't happen anymore. That doesn't need to happen anymore because there's no house to keep clean.
Because I don't have to clean anything everything anymore.
I think just those little day-to-day responsibilities that you kind of didn't even realise that you had are probably the main thing that is better about this style of life. That, and of course getting to see the world.
Yeah.
So far the trip has been, I think in terms of cost and that sort of thing, it's probably not going as well as best case scenario, but it's definitely going a lot better than I was worried it would go. We have to control the spending and we have to be careful about not running out of money, but we need to make sure that we're enjoying what we're doing as well, otherwise there's no point in doing it. So and I think we're striking a reasonably good balance with that. Some places are more expensive than others, of course. And a big thing in America, which we'll talk about in another video, is the fact that almost nothing is the same cost that it appears, whether it's on a menu or a shop shelf.
In Australia, when you see a price on a menu or in the shop or wherever, that's actually what you're going to pay. So we kind of think we're getting a bargain in America, and then you go to the counter and then tax is added on top. And at restaurants and things like that, there's like a normal tax, and there can be a city tax, and then there's tipping. So things like that we obviously knew about, but you don't really consider. You don't really think about it until you have to do it, and then you kind of think, you've budgeted your day and you end up spending maybe $20 more just because of tax and tipping, and that all adds up. Ubers are cheap though.
Ubers are cheaper, Yeah. We've definitely found the cheapest way to sleep is to camp. We've been camping as much as possible. What we probably haven't been doing enough of is cooking when we camp.
Well, the thing is their campsites are in such great spots that it's actually sometimes a lot easier just to go into town and go out for dinner because you just can. You don't have to cook. Whereas in Australia you find that in a lot of places that we've been, it's quite secluded. So you sort of go for a weekend and you take everything you're going to need, and you use it while you're there. Whereas here you kind of go into town, pick up bits and pieces, you might go out for a meal, and I think that's where we've kind of let ourselves down while we're camping, because it's very cheap accommodation with showers and full facilities, but we're not cooking, so we could still end up spending $50 a day on food or whatever.
I think ultimately it's still everything that we dreamed it was going to be, and there's still so much more ahead of us. We can't wait to get over to Europe as
Yay.
well. If there's any other questions that you have about our trip and how we're doing what we're doing and where we're going to go or where you'd like to see us go, please let us know in comments. Follow us on Instagram. Please subscribe to us here on YouTube as well. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.